Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the podcast. Today we have two great greats, Valeria Cancino and Daniela Itzel. Today we talk about the time that we like the most and those that we do not. Valeria?
Hi everyone. I think the decade that I like more is the decade of 90s because in this decade one thing that happens is the end of the military dictatorship in Chile, and there was a lot of weird of several countries because one of them were become independent from the wars, and some countries like Georgia, Ukraine, Estonia, and Latvia are some of these countries, and other ones before became new other countries before the separation of Yugoslavia, like Croatia, Slovenia, North Macedonia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And in the last years of this decade, we have the the DVD because it's the DVD was created around 98, I remember. And the decade that I like less is the decade of the 40s because I think it was a decade, a very sanguinary and violent decade because the Second World War. And but I think there are two things that was good were good, and this is the League of the Nations was replaced with the ONU and Israel born. So I think it's good after all this conflict.
Oh,
And
okay, it's
yeah,
very interesting.
so what's your epoch that you like more or you didn't like most?
Okay. It's very interesting, yeah. The time I don't like is 1910 and 1918. In 1910, I was the flooring of the Titanic and the Mexican Revolution. In 1918, start of the First World War. In those time, there was suffering in the families. I don't like. I I live that the past has taught us a lot to innovate and about making mistakes. And I think my best time is currently because we have more technological and science advance. Now we have more access to information to learn and the innovate things.
Hi, I am Daniela, and I think the same Monse. I like this decade, but I didn't know like was in 1980s, especially in 1985 when an earthquake with a magnitude of 80.1 occurred in Mexico, and some relatives told me about what happened. And currently, from that event, actually in this decade, new safety standards are being implemented to help the community and prevent deaths from these natural problems. And in conclusion, I think that in each of the decades, it has had a great impact. And if it had never happened, probably new rules, laws, or discoveries have been great that help us today. And what do you think, Monse?
I think everything they have talked about it's something it's very important to is the humans. it's allowed the learn.
I think these decades are very important to us because some of this time was a little bit violent, and I think we can learn about these periods of time. So we can't be mm, we can't increase in our abilities and uh, prove that we are better now than in the past. So I think the current life is good, but we need to remember the history and don't repeat the same mistakes.
Okay, girls. It was really talking with you about this issues the past. It really allows us to learn. It's a very thank you. It's your time. And see you in the podcast.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Vale.
Thank you. So, bye.
Bye.
Bye.